My brother's doing the Seven of Pentacles out there with his mutant melon vine. Sounds worse than it is. He's gardening. Capricorn moons, you know. I've had 2 of them in my life. I didn't realize it till past 2 years. They ground you, you know. They want to keep you humble. Because there are reasons, there are guidelines, there are expectations. An honoring of the knowledge from which they have built their life, their perspective, their way of being. So they have to learn the hard way that they can't make others bow to their perspectives unless their perspectives are actually true. But they're blinded by tradition, by honoring the knowledge which got them there, so they can't break from that. They have to honor it. They're bound. They're locked. Either through trauma or through tradition, the adulation, the honor of some distinction. But they have very keen eye for quality and sound assessment. The measurements are generally spot on. It's just where they set the measurement. If they set it too far to the left, it's left leaning. Too far to the right, right leaning. They got to find the balance in the middle. For that energy, it's that they have to filter through the self-righteousness of Aries to feel what the purity actually is saying beyond the language of their experience, and how to balance that with spirit, the mind, in relation. So a refining fire is good for the Capricorn moon to help give them a sense of something to tune themselves to, something to dial in, optimize, to bring to the full potential. When they can find their purity, their voice, then they become the pure fire. That's the Leo energy, transformation of Capricorn. And you need the ignorance, so we get hung up on the negatives, lowest common denominator. If you break your leg, you can't pretend it didn't happen. But not everyone is bound to the same energies, fates, destinies, whatever. That's what Aquarius helps Saturn expression with. It's the next cycle, not the repetition, but the carrying of purity of the spirit, which is tradition, which everything is worshipping, honoring, putting icon to, the tension within us becoming form in all ways. So in being in relation to those energies, you learn. That's good for Gemini. That's the transformation of Gemini. Learning hard truths through facts, slow, fading, static distinctions with which give rise to reason. So you can learn the value, or cultivate it, or release it, burn it, transform it, build with it, whatever. So if you look around in your life, there's always people, you get hung up on facets of your relationship with them, which bring you into certain dynamics. You got to realize that's cultivation. Your awareness is what you're cultivating. How can you see it for what it actually is, not what it has been? It's a process. Or so it could be.